Okay, good evening, everyone. Excuse me. So, my name is Kong Chun Yen. This is our session about today. Our session is about understanding newborn baby. Yeah, as part of the postnatal care and future health. This is our second last session of the 5 days program. Tomorrow we have another session at 12 o'clock. Yeah. So understanding what babies want we have a few components about baby. Of course, I may touch on a little bit on a bit on the cries and calming baby, but the first part there will be a little bit more theory. Okay. Just a short introduction. So I'm the founder of Birth Discovery and a founder of Pay Good Beginnings Forward Support Group. So this is part of the movement that I started last year, which is called Pay Good Beginnings Forward movement, which I started in June last year, supported by a team of practitioners, our Good Beginnings Angels. So we are doing this session on a weekly basis every Tuesday. Yeah, every Tuesday, first 3 Tuesday of the month. Yeah. So I'm going to share screen now. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to. Okay. This is how I start my slide. Okay, I'm going to go to the. So what do we want to achieve today? The goal today is about helping the baby to stay calm and relaxed, because there is a huge change in baby's environment. Yeah, from womb-like environment to the world outside. Of course, first and foremost is all about baby, the precious baby that come into this world, right? So when we help the baby to stay calm and relax, your life will be so much easier. Yeah. So we help baby adjust to the new environment. If you do well for the first few months, especially the first 3 to 4 months, so it is called the 4th trimester. So we think that newborn babies are born premature, kind of in a way premature, 3 months premature. So they still supposed to be in a womb-like environment. So this is the time to help the baby to adjust to the environment. I will touch on a little bit more later. So if the baby stay calm and relaxed, the baby will grow well and baby will be happy, and you will have more interaction with your baby and get to know this little fellow here. For mother, is to deepen the bond with baby. So after birth is not a chore, taking care of your baby is not a chore. Yeah. Of course, it is a family reunion. We know that family reunion, and continue to send love to your baby, and there is an exchange of love between you and baby, and of course the whole family. Yeah, so we deepen the bond with baby, respond to the baby promptly, so you are more confident. So understanding what baby wants so that you can respond to him or her quickly. Improve mental emotional health for mother, to keep yourself healthy and of course calm, stay calm. Yeah. So when mother are more connected to the baby, usually you will feel more grounded, because on top of that there's a recovery as well in the postpartum period. So this is something that is very, very useful, for everyone. Of course, for father to improve relationship, yeah, and achieve a peace of mind. So if everyone is doing well, and baby actually seldom cry if they are calm and relaxed. So it is a time you bond with your baby, get to know each other, build trust, build a better relationship with this precious little baby. We can reduce unnecessary visits to the doctor, because when you understand what the baby wants and you respond to him or her quickly, so it will not reach the point where there's like a lot of crying and without figuring out what is happening. Yeah, so that will help a lot. Mental emotional stress, they actually can cause more physical discomfort. Yeah, it can be quite it can be in intense ache, you know, back pain, stomach ache, colic, and all that. First and foremost, stay calm. For who? For all parents. Why? Why do I put calm is the first one? Right? Because baby still connect with you, although baby, after you give birth to the baby, you are not separated. Yeah, physically you are separated, energetically you are connected, you're very much connected. Baby can feel your presence, baby can feel your energy. If you are calm and you respond to your baby calmly, then the baby will be more calm. Yeah, am I right? You can feel it, right? People around you, if they are more positive or not, you can feel their vibration, you can feel their energy. So baby has that ability to feel the parents' energy as well. So if you are able to stay calm, it can be very helpful. Then that's when you can calm your baby. This is my own experience as well. Even though as a second time mom, I wasn't as calm when I care for my baby, when I respond to him. So I couldn't really calm him. When my helper took over, there wasn't much emotional attachment because she didn't have emotional attachment, and she was able to calm him. And my helper was not a mother. Yeah, she wasn't even a mother. So you see, third parties help can be quite useful sometimes. So that's a question to you. Have you been bonding with your baby? This is something that you should be doing, right? During pregnancy, the moment you are pregnant, first and foremost is to truly connect with your baby, because baby want to feel connected even in the womb. It's not that when the baby is born, then it's kind of feel baby is real, but baby is in the womb, you feel the baby's movements as well. So bonding should start in the womb. Yeah, when you truly connect with your baby feel safe, they feel secure, and that's when they want to come out and play with you. So bonding should start now if you have not done so. Okay, as you can see, the baby is so cute. So prenatal newborn census. So this is a question I always ask, right? And I just asked the parents last night. I said, how many census do you think the baby has? And then they were counting, less than 5. Yeah, no, there are 12 senses. Yeah, so we know the 5 senses. Okay, touch is the first one that develop: hearing, sight, smell, and taste, right? But there are other senses, which is the body awareness. Baby learns about the balance, the gravity. They get to know about the space. Yeah, baby has a thermal sense as well, which is they feel hot and cold. They feel the body temperature. Of course, baby in the womb are feeling warm most of the time because your body is warm. Movement, mouthing. Yeah, so baby connect with to the world through mouthing and sucking, licking. That's what they do in the womb, and they will continue to do so in after birth, of course. Yeah, pain sensing. They can sense pain. What else? They do have psychic ability, telepathic sensing. That's one of the baby's senses. Yeah. So even after birth, baby is able to know about you. Yeah, they can sense it. So this is what telepathic sensing is about. What about transcendent sensing? What is it? Okay, transcendent sensing means that it is out of body. Yeah, it is out of body awareness. So memory is not in the brain. Okay, baby is aware the whole time. Yeah, the mind is who they are, basically. So this is about whatever the baby's environment, whatever the baby experience in the womb, they do remember. So especially for younger kids, like 6 years and below, they actually remember the time in the womb. After they go to school, they start to learn more academically. Then that's when they kind of close it. Yeah, they may not. The memory is still with us. So all of us actually have that memory, but it's in the subconscious mind. So with some session, hypnosis or other sessions, we can actually find out more about what's going on at this time. Yeah, but for children, for young children, they are able to remember. So as babies. Yeah. So this information is from Dr. David Chamberlain. So it's also in your book, in the hypnobirthing book. We know that he's a psychologist who take interest in the area of trauma. Yeah. So these are the senses, 12 senses. In world of education, they understand there are 12 senses as well. Okay. So what are your baby's needs? Okay. So we will look at all these are actually baby's basic needs. Do you think baby's basic needs is only physical needs? It's not, right? It's not just about hunger or they need to pee and poo and being cleaned up. It's not just about that. Yeah. But of course, the physical needs is there in the womb. Baby, everything is provided. Baby does not need to ask for it. Everything is provided. But after birth, everything the baby need to ask for it. Yeah, they may give you a sign. If you are able to pick that up, it'd be good. If you are not able to pick that up, that's when they ask in the form of cries. Yeah. So physical needs is for them to thrive. Emotional needs is actually, it is the basic needs as well. Yeah, the needs to connect with you, because in the womb, baby is always connected. Now the baby is born, they need to feel connected. So it's kind of that safety, secure, being loved. This kind of connection is very, very important. So this has been overlooked in actually a lot of cultures. Yeah, cognitive needs for development, for brain development. So this is something I will touch on a little bit more. So these are all basic needs, right? What makes baby happy? So these are physical needs. These are physical needs. Of course, baby wants breast milk. Why I put there breast milk instead of just milk? Yeah, baby need to drink. Yeah, the baby's food is breast milk. Yeah, but right, just breast milk, because you feed the baby the right kind of microbiome. So give the baby complete immune system. Yeah, because the immune system is not fully developed yet, but at least you can help the baby to complete that immune system by feeding the gut the right kind of bacteria. So the gut and the brain are connected. Okay. Remove wind. Yeah. If they are discomfort, they drink, they have to be burp, and those are the wind that it may cause some discomfort. Yeah, it could be, yes, physically they swallow wind. It could also be due to mental emotional state as well. But here we focus more on the physical. Baby eat, they drink and they sleep, and this is how baby grow, right? Newborn baby, they sleep a lot and they grow very fast. Every month they grow at least 1 kg. By 6 months, actually by 3-4 months, you see the baby is very chubby. Yeah, very, very chubby. And the first 6 months they grow very, very fast. Be comfortable, they need to be clean, and they need to feel warm and not too cold. Yeah, and not too hot. And sometimes parents may not be able to identify whether the baby is hot or cold. I do encounter that when mom thinks I think my baby is too hot, then too cold, so she wore many layers. She let the baby wear many layers, and then when I check, oh my god, I say your baby is sweating. That's not the case. Yeah, so understand this is very important. But these are the basic physical needs that your baby needs. They will ask for it if you miss the cue. So these are the one. Now, when baby asks for it, so here's the quiz for you. Yeah, you can type in the chat. If your baby make this sound, nah, 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 nah. What do you think your baby wants? These are the physical needs. What do you think your baby wants if they make this noise? Yeah, this sound. So this is what we call pre-cry. It is decoded by this lady called Priscilla Dunstan, who has photographic memory. Yeah, she's Australian. So then she go around the world, to travel around the world to do a research, and she found out that actually majority of the babies, regardless of races, they make similar sound. So this sound are the sound that the baby makes in response to their physical needs. Yeah, so when baby makes this sound, nah, what do you think your baby wants? So you can look at the physical needs, the four of them. Literally, of course, there are five. Yeah. What do you think your baby wants? Nah. Okay, I'll give you the answer later. But what about they say, okay, make this sound yourself. And feel which part of the body, which part of the muscle you are moving. Okay, you do that at your own time, and you just make that sound and say, eh, eh. Your baby will make this sound. What does that mean? Right? Can you feel your stomach is moving? You're pushing the air out. And so this is when baby needs to be burp. Yeah. So after feeding, you burp. Neh is a sound when the baby is hungry. Yeah, because there are other cue. Baby rooting is one of them, which is very easy to pick that up. Okay. So baby drink and burp. That's what you need to do. So if you don't get to burp the baby, and this is the sound that your baby will make, which is a longer vowel. So let's make this sound and say it, and you go, like that, and see which part of the muscle do you move. And you can when you experiment on your own, you will get to know actually what is it that your baby needs. So if your baby has wind in the lower abdominal muscle, it means that you help your baby to fart. Yeah, they need to expel wind, which is in this case will be fart. Okay, are you ready for the next one? This is easy, isn't it? It is very easy. We all do that, right? Yeah. So when the baby say, "Ow, ah, oh, they're sleepy," this is when you help your baby to sleep. Yeah. If you miss this time, they are very tired. It becomes very, very cranky, and by then, if they start, crying, really cry, well, you can't hear anything. So you can pick it up by hearing all these sound. Yeah, and look at the mouth as well. So if you are more auditory, you may be able to pick that up. So sometimes you don't just listen with your ear, you should listen with your senses. Yeah, then you get to know, and we will see, look at the baby cue, look at the baby's body language, look at the baby's mouth, and that's how you identify what your baby wants. But they make this sound. Last one. Heh. Yeah. So heh, heh, heh. What is it? Hey sound. What does your baby want? If your baby is comfortable, then they will be, eat, they sleep, and that's it. When they are a little bit older, they are more interactive. Yeah. But if the baby is wet, either the baby pee or poo, depending on your baby's character. So some babies, they don't bother if they are wet. And then you probably need to really check. For some baby, they are not comfortable, a little bit wetness, they may make some sound. So you gotta respond to your baby quickly if they make this sound. So it can be baby, if baby is too hot or too cold, they will make this sound as well. So I'm going to cover the next one, bonding, attachment. Look at this baby. This is the emotional needs. Yeah. Can you see this baby is very happy? When you respond to your baby, understand that the womb and environment, it is so cozy. Yeah, everything is familiar. Everything is provided. There are not too much of stimulation outside. Yeah. So, but after birth, that's not quite the case. So emotional needs is one of the big one that you really need to take care of, to be close with your baby, very close. Yeah. So baby needs to feel love. Yeah, safe and secure is always priority. You gotta make baby feel safe. If this is not done, what happen is that even 6, 7, 8 months, the baby will still be cranky. Then they will cry and cry and cry. You'll be wondering why. Baby is fat, baby is not dirty, they are clean. It's not the time to sleep yet. Why? uh, that's because they don't feel safe. Okay, so this is what I mean by baby miss home. They do miss home. Comfort. Is this a familiar environment? Yeah. If it's a not familiar environment, especially somebody else take care of the baby, baby can feel it. Yeah. They're able to identify if this is my mom or not. They can feel your energy, your vibration. Baby's emotional needs is to connect. Yeah. They naturally, baby wants to feel connected to you. They need attention and they need prompt respond, quick respond. Yeah, they don't have patience. You have to respond to them quickly, promptly, confidently, and calm. Yeah, first and foremost is always calmness. Okay, so how's your baby in the womb? I would like you to take a moment. Okay, take a moment, quiet your mind, touch your belly, and I'll connect with your baby. If you are pregnant, of course, connect with your baby. Yeah. If you already have your baby with you, hold your baby. Hold your baby lovingly. Okay, and really connect with your baby. You can mentally talk to your baby, touch, send love. Send all the loving thoughts to your baby. I want you to think, what is a womb-like environment? And then we'll get to compare. What is it like when the baby is in the womb? And then later you can write it down. What is it like when your baby is born? Yeah. What kind of environment is that? Yeah. Continue to send love to your baby. And this is a beautiful time. Yeah. And there is an exchange of oxytocin, which is the love hormone. And when baby feels safe and secure, they produce endorphins. It can reduce a lot of anxiety. Yeah. And reduce anxiety means it can reduce a lot of stress. Yeah. So baby feel calm. And when baby feel calm, you don't see a lot of colic. Baby doesn't cry much. They only cry when they need something, mostly physical needs. That's it. Yeah, so you can reduce a lot of mental emotional stress, and this is it is very helpful for to be the baby's well-being. Mental, we're talking about mental health and well-being here. Okay, so womb-like environment, as you know, it's very much confined, very warm, very loving, uh, dark, and it is noisy, right? Is it quiet or noisy? It's super noisy. And it is always moving, yeah, because baby is surrounded by amniotic fluid, right? It's very a lot of buoyancy, moving. It is so much fun. Baby can do a lot of things in the womb. Okay, now when baby is out, yeah, this will be very useful. I wanted to share with you, and this is what I teach in Calming Baby. Dr. Harvey Cobb, he is a pediatrician. He realized that baby actually have all babies have calming reflex. It is a reflex. Yeah. So what is this reflex is about? And he calls it 5S. Yeah, 5 S's that he teach. It is very, very helpful. It is basically, it is to mimic the womb-like environment. Yeah, think about it. When baby was in the womb, everything is provided. It is so safe. Yeah, whether the baby want to be born or not, I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is the emotional needs. So here is after birth, what is going to happen? There's a lot of space, right? So of course, we are surrounded by space. Is air. Yeah, baby does not quite feel safe in that sense because it's air. They don't feel the boundary. Um, and it can be very quiet as well. So the sound on the outside is very different. Yeah. There is gravity in the womb. There isn't much gravity because this is amniotic fluid and environment is water. But when they're out, it's actually gravity is very heavy. Yeah. What else is still, right? It is very, very kind of calm and still. There's not much movement as well. Yeah. So it is very, very different. So what is this 5S? Okay, I'll quickly just go over with you. 5S first and foremost is swaddle. S stands for swaddle. Yeah, you may think a lot of parents think that baby does not need to be swaddled, or my baby does not like swaddling. Yeah, but the one that say does not like swaddling are the baby who have a lot of wind, who are colics. And colics are due to the mental emotional state. They are actually quite stressed. Yeah, it's it manifests in the physical body because if you don't feel safe, you tense up, and you will see that babies the first few months especially, babies is holding feast. They are holding feast like that. Yeah, because they are very tense, they're very stressed. So if your baby is relaxed, and especially when baby sleeps, they opens up their palms. So older baby, about 4 months or so, you don't see this piece so much. Yeah, because they are more relaxed. So if they're still holding it, that's mean, oh yeah, my baby does not feel safe. Okay. So first and foremost is to rub the baby. Okay. Other than using cloth to rub, there are a lot of products out there that you can purchase so that baby feel like a cocoon. They are still feel like they are in the womb. I said a lot of babies miss home. And which part of the home that they miss? Home is the womb. Your womb is baby's home. Yeah. First few months, there a lot of time the reading is home. So first, swaddle the baby and swaddle it tight, especially when baby sleep. But baby needs that transition as well. Of course, there are times when they are awake. When they are a little bit older, the awake time is longer. Then you unswaddle them and play. You can play with your baby. But otherwise, when they sleep better when they can feel their boundary. They can feel the legs, they are kicking something. The arms is folded like that in front of their chest, so they feel safer. So swaddle the baby. Second to that would be when you hold the baby, you hold the baby slightly on his tummy and on like side line. Yeah, so that is the second S. So when you hold it this way, they feel really safe because this is the posture when the baby is in the womb. So baby is in the womb, they don't lie flat on the back. The moment you put your baby flat on the back on the bed, they will make noise. They don't like it. Yeah, but nobody dare to put the baby to sleep on the tummy as well because we are everyone is worried about sudden infant death syndrome. So everyone advised to put the baby to sleep on the back. Yeah, but they actually sleep better, on the slightly on the tummy. So first few months, yes, put the babies to sleep on their back, especially when you swaddle. Okay, so that is the second S. What is the third S? You mimic the sound in the womb. Yeah, it is called white noise. You may have heard of white noise, right? Because in the womb it's very, very noisy. Yeah, what are the noise in the womb? It's a lot of time is the blood, the rushing in the whole body, because we know your blood is circulate in your body every 3 minutes, one loop, yeah, the whole body. And the baby is hearing a lot of sound, of course, your stomach, the movements, your breathing, heart rate, all that. So it is a very noisy, but they are constant noise. So noises can help. But the third S is actually shushing. So we actually shoo the baby. Just like this mother, but this mother is actually kissing the baby. So shushing the baby by the ear so that they hear the familiar sound. So if we mimic the womb-like environment, which is familiar to the baby, they feel comfortable. When they feel comfortable, they feel safe, they feel secure. We can reduce a lot of stress. Stress and anxiety is not what we want. They're bound to be stressed already, but we have to reduce. We help them to get to know this space. Yeah, because the first 2 weeks baby is a little bit sleepy. After 2 weeks, they started to connect with this environment. Yeah, 2 to 6 weeks, you may see a little bit more movement, more connected to the space, and that's when they may not feel safe. Yeah, so first 2 to 3 months especially is very, very crucial. Okay, so that is the third S. What is the fourth S is that in the womb-like environment, there's a lot of movement. So that is the swing. Okay, so you will move your baby. You notice that your baby does not want to be just held and still. You need to walk. You need to move. This is when I can't really sit down. My baby wouldn't allow me to sit. He was 7, 8 months, and I still have to hold him at night. That was quite a challenge. Yeah. So he doesn't allow me to sit. That's mean I hold my baby and I have to walk because he missed the movement. For this baby, he particularly needs movement. Yeah. Yeah. In the womb, is like constantly moving. What is the 5 as the 5th one, which is sucking? So the baby need to suck, and they sleep. So that's why a lot of time mothers thought, the moment baby cries, they can put the boob to the baby's mouth. Yeah. So we thought, okay, my baby is hungry, I feed the baby. But the baby can't be hungry every hour. Sometimes I never have my boob back, and my baby wants to be fed all the time. And newborn baby can feed for a long time. They're constantly on the boob. It can't be right. Yeah. Okay. So these are because baby miss home. But sucking is one of the reflex that help the baby sleep. Somehow mother thought, well, just feed the baby and my baby can sleep, yeah, better. It is true the baby can sleep better because they feel comfort, they are being held, and on top of that they get food, and sucking is one of the reflex that calms the baby. But this is one thing that a lot of mothers make mistake. Okay, now comfort, we want to comfort the baby. Sometimes but baby cries not because they're hungry. So learn to identify this is very important. Okay, not because baby is hungry, because baby needs comfort, especially when you just fed the baby, they are full, you burp the baby, and maybe they can't sleep because they miss home. Yeah, and you don't want to every time baby cry and then bring the baby to the boob. It's not like that. So when you respond to the baby calmly, you will feel intuitively, you will feel what is it your baby wants. It is not about feeding all the time. Okay, if you feed the baby all the time and the baby cries, you are conditioning the baby that every time the baby is stressed, they reach out to, what do they reach out to? They reach out to food, right? Yeah. So we can look for your own, be aware of your own pattern, our pattern in life. Are you one of those that if you are stressed, you reach out to food? When you're stressed, you keep eating. Yeah. Some people have hard time losing weight because when they're stressed, they keep eating. Well, one of the big one that is not as easy to clear, remove all this habit, because it is connected to our emotion. It's emotional needs. Okay? So with this information, I hope you don't make that mistake. Right? It is easier, but that should not be the way. Comfort not necessarily means feeding. Here is the one, brain development. Yeah, for brain development, the cognitive needs, they are stimulation. Baby has neurons that require stimulation to connect. We build a good foundation for the baby to learn in the future, so they learn fast, so build the brain capacity. So without much stimulation, baby has delay in terms of their development. Yeah, so stimulation is crucial for baby to grow. It is crucial. So lots of stimulation. What kind of stimulation? Play with your baby. So you will notice that the baby 2 months old, they are very playful, they're very interactive. Yeah, as you can see, this baby is so playful, and the parents are very much connected to her. Yeah, and play with her. She's happy because she feels connected to her parents. So play, everyone loves play. Even your baby in the womb, they love play. Yeah, baby loves play. Talk to your baby, have a dialogue with your baby. Uh, for some of you, negotiate with your baby. Come, it is so much fun to come out, and you have so much space. Encourage your baby to come. Talk to your baby, respond to your baby calmly when your baby cry, even if your baby is very far, from you, and your baby can hear you. Yeah, so they know that, oh, you are coming to them. Yeah, you are responding to her, so they will be more calm rather than you rushing to pick up your baby. Talk to your baby, have eye contact. They need the eye contact to connect. Yeah, so baby is very much wanted to connect with you. They won't let you go. You see the eyes keep looking at you, although they don't see very far. They can see clearly only maybe one foot away, but they will always look for you. Okay, as you move. Light touch. I love light touch. Baby needs a light touch, especially for newborn baby. They're not ready for infant massage yet. You can have infant massage past 3 months. First is light touch. Light touch is very calming. And I teach butterfly touch. I always advocate butterfly touch, because light touch helps to calm the baby nervous system. At the same time, what else? It heals birth trauma, release the birth issue, let it go so that it doesn't hold on to it. Yeah, it doesn't affect them. So these are the cognitive needs for your baby. I would like to introduce you to this doctor. She is a researcher. Yeah, she's the founder of Connected Babies. She is one lady who is very good in identify the little small movement of the baby, and how the baby connect with us with that little movement that we miss. A lot of us actually missed it because the baby move so much, which is very, very interesting. And this is a message that she wanted to send to the world. She's based in Scotland. She's part of the ACE community, which helps the early childhood educator to learn more about baby and especially young children. So babies arrive already connected. Yes, baby always need to feel connected, and they are very sociable. Yeah, they are very sociable. Even in the womb, they always like to play. So of course, yes, they are ready to connect with the world as long as they feel safe. If they don't feel safe, they will actually retract. Yeah, they withdraw. Connection shapes brain development. I'll talk about the cognitive needs for the baby. That's true. Society suffers when babies are okay. Let go of this one first. Yeah, when the babies don't feel connected, society will suffer, because this is all about infant mental health. Okay, I'm going to stop this one for now. I would like to share with you a video later. Okay. Dr. Suzanne, she analyzed this movement, the connection between father and baby. I would like you to watch. This is about only a few minutes, but it's actually very, very interesting. Let me start again here. Listen to what she said.
I think this is a remarkable piece of footage. And in fact, I'm going to show it to you one more time before I do a little bit of analysis with it. And the question that you're asking yourself is this a good way to talk about infant mental health? Is this a great tool? Or is it not? What do we need to know? And what do we need to tell the public that helps people to understand that we're not just seeing a cute piece of footage here, that what we're seeing is the growth of infants' mental health, that what we're seeing is the growth of trust and joy, adult mental health. What do we talk about? What do we show people in order to help them to get really curious? So let me show it to you one more time, and then we'll break it down. I hope that you're asking yourselves what you saw. And if we were in a room together, I would stop right now and we would just go around the room and talk about what you think you saw. Now, in a minute, we're going to come back to the Q&A and bring that in. But because of the technology that we're doing at the moment, I want to start by helping you to know what I see. Now, I've used this analogy of jazz. The daddy and the baby are crafting an interaction, a piece of music together in the moment. Here are things to look for. Early on, you can see there at the bottom, 2 seconds in, daddy moves in close and he's got his hands really close to his body. He's not taking up much space. And you can see that the daddy and the baby are looking straight at each other. And he starts to do that lovely kind of rhythmic music making that you've heard him make. And when you look more closely, when the baby comes in with a heh, the baby does it on the beat. It's as if the baby, this really little baby, is keeping the beat for all of daddy's flourishes. And you might miss that if you're not looking close. As the piece goes on, we're all the way up to 9 seconds now. Daddy's playing of that saxophone has got bigger and louder. You can see how his hand has moved further away from his body. And the baby adds a different additional use of the drum. The baby starts to bring her feet down in rhythm as well. I'm just trying to highlight the little tiny details that most people miss that are underpinning a baby's communication, their ability to have fun with other people, their ease with other people, the keeping of anxiety away. It's all happening in these little tiny moments that are easy to miss, especially now in our really busy world. Here's a little tiny moment that would be really easy to miss. At 5 seconds in, daddy makes this kind of pointy motion with his hand. And if you look closely, the baby comes up and copies. The baby comes up in the middle of that fast-moving, totally spontaneous piece. The baby brings both her fingers up to match daddy's. She didn't know he was going to do that. She is able to read, to make sense of, to watch, and to map her own body onto daddy's in a way that matches. I've already pointed out that they're looking at each other, but guys, look at it. Look how focused, how in tune they are with each other. What happens if parents are too distracted to have these kind of moments with their babies? What happens if they don't know that their babies are able to engage intensely with them? What happens if they don't really think their babies are cool? Because if you don't think your baby is cool, the baby can feel that. This baby knows that daddy thinks he's cool or she's cool and is having a brilliant time with that. She's totally into the game. That connection, that sense of overlap and ease and making music together underpins good infant mental health. And in fact, there are a couple of times in those 41 seconds that the baby is having such a delightful time that she laughs. She bubbles over with delight. But the laughter, which lots of people hear when they watch this video, is not serving the same purpose in the interaction as when the baby goes, hey. And lots of people wouldn't know to distinguish in different functions of babies' vocalizations. Now, the description I've just given you.
Okay, we pause here. Did you pick that up? I tell you how many times I watched and I still missed it. I never picked up this finger. I didn't see the daddy did this, for so many times. So Dr. Suzanne picked that up. Yeah, and she's very good to pick up the tiny details. So these are communication. Communication is not just about using language. It's not about the words that is spoken, right? Body language is how you communicate with the baby, right? But of course, more than that, more than just your body language, you as new parents connect with your baby, not just with your eyes, your ears, with all your senses. Intuitively connect with your baby. That's what I want you to do. All right. Now I would like to show you another video. Okay, I really hope that you catch this as much as possible. I'd like you to watch how this daddy really connect with his toddler. Yeah, you may have seen this before, but I want you to see this again.
They need to work on that, right? Yes. Okay. Did you understand it though? No. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Oh, not this one. This one's now. Yeah, that's the last one. That's what I was wondering. I don't know what they're gonna do next season because they did something this time. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh yeah. Right. Don't bring that again. You know what I'm saying? Don't do the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like go somewhere else with them. Don't bring it here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I said. And then was like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what in the world? Don't do it here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really? I thought the same thing. We think a lot alike, huh? Oh, that's crazy. Right.
This is hilarious. How many times I watch and I still love this. Yeah, don't you like it? Yeah. So this is how you communicate with your baby, right? Okay, let me just stop from here first. Whoops.
Oh my God, wait.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, let me close this. All right. Is there any questions so far? Any comments? Don't you like how you can respond to your baby? Did you see that how the father connect with his toddler? Yeah, you know, a toddler can't really speak languages yet, but you can see that he is communicating with his father, and he is interpreting what the his baby was saying, right? This is his second son. Yeah, he always connect with the baby. He always talk to the baby. So when you talk to the baby doesn't understand the language. They understand the feeling, and that's how they communicate with you. Okay, if you respond to your baby calmly, and that's what your baby will feel very much connected. It's already calmed the baby so much. Yeah, you can reduce a lot of stress. Stress is not what your baby wants. Of course, this, you know, he is an older child, is a toddler now, but the father is always communicate with him, so it is beautiful. I'm going to finish it off with some of the slide here. Okay, so this is the one you saw. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me go back. Yeah, so this is the one. Yeah. So then he became famous because of that one video. It went viral. Yeah. So this is the butterfly touch that I shared with you before. So you can join me before you birth your baby, or you can join me after. So this is butterfly touch. It helps to release birth issue. It helps to calm the person as well. It actually applied to everyone. Yeah, it was developed by Dr. Eva Wright to help premature babies, to help mother to born with the baby. Yeah, but she has been helping premature babies to survive, because premature babies, they need a lot of actually they need stimulation. Yeah, so stimulation helps them to survive. Yeah, they need a lot of all these for brain developments, and the baby feel calmer, and they breathe deeper. They actually breathe deeper, and Dr. Eva Wright saw that these babies turn the skin turn rosy because they breathe deeper. They actually do better if the premature babies are around mother. They get 100%, almost 100% oxygen level, instead of being left in the NICU, right? So you see how a mother's presence can, you know, calm the baby, because it is a familiar environment. Yeah, although you are separated, but you're very much still connected. So so this one I got it from one psychologist here. He said, in my years as a psychologist, I have seen for myself that love is not enough, at least not the generic "I love you because you are my child" kind of love. Beyond feeling love, a child has to feel known. A child has to feel that her parents know her and love her for who she truly is. She must feel that her parents see the real her and know the real her. That's the only kind of love that feels true and genuine. It's the only kind of love that produces the child with healthy self-esteem, strong sense of identity, and resilient self-worth. Yeah. So baby needs to they need to feel loved, they need to feel seen, they need your attention. Yeah, it's so much of attention. But of course, first and foremost, safety and security is what they want. So this is my dream. My dream is that all babies are well received with joy and gentleness, begin their lives healthy and complete. So last year I wrote a poem, and the name of the poem is Voice of Baby. So 2 months later, I was in the shower. That's when a thought hit me that, oh, actually I have a voice. My voice represents Voice of Baby. So this is Voice of Baby that I would like to present to you. Will you hear the song I sing? Womb is my birth. Womb is a place of love where a spark is seen. Womb is a place for nurturing a new life where the future is seen. Womb is a place for creativity where so much is happening within. I feel warm and light with freedom to swing. I'm happy when I get to bounce and play with the one beyond my home. I feel excited as I sense warmness and coolness. I am loved whenever I am stimulated. Are we strangers who feel familiar? Have we known each other long before we meet? Thank you very much. That's all for today. Yeah. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. I'm going to